Tiffany Haddish is an American actress, comedian, and author. After guest starring on several television series, Haddish gained prominence with her role as Nikisha Williams on the NBC sitcom The Carmichael Show. After appearing in the 2016 comedy film Keanu, her breakthrough came in 2017 with her role as Dina in the comedy film Girls Trip, for which she garnered critical acclaim. In 2017, she published her memoir, The Last Black Unicorn.
Haddish currently stars in the TBS series The Last OG, and recently voiced Tuka in the Netflix animated series Tuka and Birdie.
Haddish was born and raised in South Central Los Angeles, California. Her father, Rita Haddish, was a refugee from Eritrea and was from an Eritrean Jewish family. Her mother, Leola, was an African-American small business owner. After Haddish's father left when she was 3 years old, her mother remarried and went on to have more children. Haddish has 2 half-sisters and 2 half-brothers. Later in life, Haddish reconnected with her Jewish heritage, and in 2019, she had a formal bat mitzvah ceremony at age 40.
In 1988, while living in Colton, California, Haddish's stepfather tampered with the brakes on her mother's car, leading to an accident in which Leola suffered severe brain damage. The tampering was allegedly intended to harm Haddish and her siblings as well, but they had opted to stay home on the day of the accident. Her stepfather disclosed this to her while having dinner. The brain damage possibly triggered Leola's schizophrenia. She became a different person, said Haddish, and quickly turned abusive and violent. Haddish, then age 9 and the oldest of her 5 siblings, became the primary caregiver for her family. It was around this time when Haddish discovered her gift for making people laugh.
At 12, Haddish and her siblings were put into foster care where they were temporarily separated from each other. While there, she used comedy as a way to cope with being in situations with new people. When she was 15, she and her siblings were reunited under the care of their grandmother.
She attended George Ellery Hale Middle School in Woodland Hills, Los Angeles, and graduated from El Camino Real High School, also in Woodland Hills, where she was the school mascot. Haddish said she could not read very well until high school, but improved when she received tutoring from a teacher. She also got in a lot of trouble at school, despite her award-winning participation in drama competition featuring Shakespearean monologues. In 1997, after her social worker gave her an ultimatum to either attend psychiatric therapy or go to the Laugh Factory comedy camp, then 17-year-old Haddish opted for comedy as outlet for her pain. She has said that the mentorship from many notable comedians, including Richard Pryor, Dane Cook, Charles Fleischer, the Wayans brothers, helped her discover her passion for comedy, and it literally saved her life. She incorporates her past real-life experiences in her sets, finding that doing so functions as a sort of safe space for her.
Haddish stated in 2008 that at the age of 17, she was sexually assaulted by a police cadet. She has stated that this led to her having an aggressive front when it comes to avoiding unwanted advances from men.
Haddish was accepted to New York University but cited the cost of attendance and her avoidance towards debt as factors for not attending. She later attended Santa Monica College. Before her on-screen success, Haddish held a number of regular jobs, including customer service for Air New Zealand at Los Angeles International Airport and Alaska Airlines. Haddish has said she lived in her car during her 20s while in her early days of comedy.
Haddish's first break was a spot on the comedy competition Bill Bellamy's Who's Got Jokes. She has made guest appearances on such shows as Chelsea Lately, That's So Raven, My Name is Earl, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, The Underground, Nick Cannon's Short Circuits, At Midnight, Just Jordan, In the Motherhood, Def Comedy Jam, Reality Bites Back, and New Girl. She has also starred in movies such as Meet the Spartans and Janky Promoters.
In 2013, she had a recurring role on Real Husbands of Hollywood. In 2014, Haddish was cast in the Oprah Winfrey Network series If Loving You Is Wrong. She left the soap after the first season for a regular role on the NBC sitcom The Carmichael Show, where she starred as Nikisha, the semi-estranged wife of Bobby Carmichael, for 3 seasons.
In 2016, she co-starred opposite Jordan Peele and Keegan-Michael Key in the comedy film Keanu in the role of Heisey.
In 2017, Haddish starred alongside Regina Hall, Jada Pinkett Smith, and Queen Latifah in the comedy film Girls Trip. The film received widely positive reviews from critics, with an approval rating of 90% on Rotten Tomatoes and a generally favorable reviews score of 71/100 from Metacritic. It was also a box office success, becoming the highest-grossing comedy film of 2017. Haddish garnered critical acclaim for her performance, thus marking her breakthrough, with several critics comparing her rise to stardom to that of Melissa McCarthy. Katie Walsh of the Chicago Tribune wrote, "This is Haddish's movie, and will make her a star. It's clear from the moment she hits the screen."
In August 2017, Haddish's comedy special, Tiffany Haddish, She Ready? From the Hood to Hollywood, premiered on Showtime. Reviewing this special for Vox, Caroline Frank wrote, "Tiffany Haddish is just really damn funny, and deserves a recommendation wherever we can give it to her." Haddish unleashes hilarious, filthy, and even moving anecdotes to tell the story of her life to this point, without anything holding her back, at long last. She also co-hosted the bet game show Face Value with Dion Cole.
On November 11, 2017, Haddish became the first African-American female stand-up comedian to host Saturday Night Live, and her performance on the show earned her a Primetime Emmy Award for Outstanding Guest Actress in a Comedy Series. Haddish's memoir, The Last Black Unicorn, was released in December 2017 by Simon & Schuster. It debuted at number 15 on the New York Times bestseller list. It was ghostwritten with Tucker Max.
As of 2018, Haddish stars opposite Tracy Morgan in the TBS sitcom, The Last OG, her first lead in a sitcom. Her 2018 film roles include a supporting part in Uncle Drew, and a lead role, opposite Kevin Hart, in the comedy Night School, reuniting with Girls Trip director Malcolm D. Lee. In parallel, she stars in the Tyler Perry's movie Nobody's Fool, alongside Tyka Sumpter, Omari Hardwick, Mehcad Brooks, Amber Riley, and Whoopi Goldberg. The film received mixed reviews from critics and has grossed over $33 million worldwide. In 2018, Haddish signed a first-look deal with HBO.
In 2019, Haddish voiced Queen Whatever Wannabe in the Lego Movie 2, the second part, and Tuka on the Netflix animated sitcom Tuka and Birdie, which premiered in May. Also that year, ABC revived Kids Say the Darndest Things with Haddish as host and producer. The show premiered on October 6 as part of a 3-hour family-oriented block of programming.
In August 2019, Netflix premiered her new comedy special, Tiffany Haddish Presents, They Ready?, featuring Haddish introducing in each episode one of her favorite comedians that she wanted to give some mainstream exposure. The series includes stand-up sets from Chant Wayans, April Macy, Tracy Ashley, Ida Rodriguez, Flame Monroe, and Marlo Williams.
In 2020, Haddish starred in Like a Boss, the first studio comedy of the 2020s, for Paramount Pictures.
When she was 9 years old, her mother was diagnosed with mental illness after a car accident, and Haddish had to go into foster care. When she moved from home to home, she kept her belongings in a trash bag, which made her feel worthless. This is why she later partnered with Living Advantage, a nonprofit organization that focuses on the welfare of foster youth, for her suitcase drive for foster youth, where she collected suitcases in which foster youth can keep their belongings. At one point early in life, she was hospitalized with toxic shock syndrome.
For a period, after she graduated from high school, Haddish was homeless, living in her car. Haddish volunteers at the Laugh Factory Comedy Camp, and for homelessness, and other charities.
As described in her memoir, Haddish married and divorced William Stewart twice. He helped Haddish locate her once estranged father, who walked her down the aisle at their first wedding, which she described as one of the happiest days of my life. She filed for divorce in Los Angeles County, California, in 2011 and again in 2013.
Haddish became a naturalized citizen of Eritrea on May 22, 2019, during a visit while taking part in festivities commemorating the 28th anniversary of Eritrean independence from Ethiopia. She had first visited the country in 2018 to bury her Eritrean father, who came to the U.S. as a refugee, and also connect with her relatives. In December 2019, 40-year-old Haddish had a bat mitzvah ceremony, honoring that part of her heritage. Rabbi Susan Silverman, the sister of comedian Sarah Silverman, officiated.
The BET Awards were established in 2001 by the Black Entertainment Television Network to celebrate African Americans and other minorities in music, acting, sports, and other fields of entertainment over the past year.
The Black Reel Awards is an annual American awards ceremony hosted by the Foundation for the Augmentation of African Americans in Film to recognize excellence in African American, as well as those of African diaspora cinematic achievements in the around-the-world film industry, as assessed by the Academy's voting membership.
A Grammy Award is an award presented by the Recording Academy to recognize achievements in the music industry.
A Primetime Emmy Award is an American award bestowed by the Academy of Television Arts and Sciences in recognition of excellence in American primetime television programming.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.